Hey y'all, it's your girl Camille with Cooking with Camille. Today we're gonna do another easy meal. We're gonna do some cube steaks, some mixed vegetables with some onions and some mashed potatoes and biscuits, honey biscuits. Okay, that's what we're gonna do today. That's gonna be quick and easy. So right now, I'm gonna put on. I got the water going with my potatoes on. Let me show you. Potatoes already boiling. Got the oven set for 350 for my biscuits. Got my grease getting hot for my cube steaks. And now I'm going to season my flour and get my flour going. Okay, I had them cube my steaks, but I like to beat them a little bit more. Because, just take the frustration out on the people that I wanted to beat up today. So, okay, let me stop lying. Okay, I just want to beat my steaks a little more to make them tender. And then we're going to wash them. Okay, so you can tenderize them if you don't have your meat cutter to tenderize them for you. You tenderize them with my hammer. This is my hammer, okay? I tenderize them with a good hammer. Now, no, y'all don't. Y'all don't do that. I'm just talking mess, okay? Just having a little fun, okay? Now, why would he cut something this little? What's this for, the dog? Okay. We're going to beat it for the dog. Okay. I'm going to finish beating the meat. We're going to set this aside and we're going to put these biscuits on a roll here. We're going to, you know what, we're going to spray our pan. Spray it really good. And then we're going to put our biscuits in there. Ooh, I hate it when they open a biscuit can. And we're just going to butter them, and we're going to honey them, okay? So you just spread them out how you want them. You could do whatever you want. We're just being lazy today. I was going to, oh damn, I can't even find this one. That's what you get for buying cheap biscuits. This is what you get for buying cheap biscuits. Can't find where they start. Yeah, I found them. Okay. Okay, I got them. Got them. Okay. We're going to make, what are we going to make, y'all? Let's butter them and honey them. Let's do that. Or we can garlic them. Let's see, we have a Salisbury steak. Why don't we do some honey butter? Yeah, let's do some honey butter biscuits. So we're going to butter them. And butter them. So we're going to take each biscuit and butter it real good. And then we're going to throw some honey on them. That's all you got to do. That's how easy it is. And then we're going to let them rise up. We're going to let that be the last thing we put in the oven. When the last cube steak go in the fryer, that's when we'll throw them in the oven. Because it only take about 15 to 16 minutes for your biscuits, okay? So we're going to do that, and we'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of honey on them. A little bit of honey, just to get that honey butter taste. And then we're going to add some honey when they're done, okay? Okay. Okay, I got some mixed vegetables. I'm going to throw on the mix. I'm going to add some salt and garlic powder and onion powder. I'm going to add just a little bit of each, like a third of a teaspoon. Let me show you. Third of a teaspoon of each one of pepper. We're going to stick some pepper in there, some butter in there. Let that cook by itself. I got this vent on. I can turn this vent on so you can hear. I'm gonna let that butter go in there, okay? Okay, got my flour. Okay, you put whatever you want in your flour to season it with. And I wash my meat. Wash your meat. And then you're gonna batter it. I already beated it. You can batter it with whatever you want. The grease is hot. It's been getting hot. We got our vegetables on. We got our potatoes on. And now we're going to put our meat on. And we're just going to, these are kind of big, so I'm only going to put 2 in at a time. Okay? And we'll be right back. Okay? You don't need to do about 3 minutes on each side because it's going to simmer in gravy. So now we're going to make some gravy. Okay, now that gravy's hot, we're going to get our wire whip. We're going to put some flour in there. And stir that up in there with that flour from the steaks. And just make it till it gets thick. Add a little water to it. We'll add some water to it. Or add some more flour. And then it's thicker. And add salt and pepper to it. Add salt and pepper. And just let it simmer till you get the taste that you want. I'm going to add, I always like to add a little beef base to mine. Beef base, I got some beef base here. We already got a beef, but I want to add a little bit more of beef base to mine. So I added a little more water to it, just to make it a little, it was too thick. And just keep letting it simmer. And then we're going to put our steaks back in there. We're going to taste it a little bit to see if, oops, sorry. Taste it a little bit to see if you need to add anything. Taste it, always taste it. We're going to add a little bit of salt. Instead of salt, I'm going to add some beef base. Some beef base to it. A little bit of beef base. That's all we're going to do. And beef base, give it a flavor, the beef flavor. And make it a little darker. And we're just going to keep until you get your taste that you want. And then we're going to put our steaks back in there and just let them simmer. And the gravy, I'm going to add a little more water. A little more water. And it should be fine. And then we got our gravy. And we'll add our steaks to it. And that's perfect. Now let's taste it again. Oh my goodness, it's perfect. Okay, now we're going to add our steaks and just let it simmer in that gravy. And we're going to let it cook for about 20 minutes. And I'm going to grill some onions. And we're going to add that to it too. Okay, and just mash it down. And just let it simmer for 20 minutes on low. We got our potatoes, so we're going to mash them and clean up our mess and put our biscuits in. Look at that, y'all, how it's just boiling and baking. It's all ready. It's just simmering. Now we're going to saute our onions. We're going to throw our honey biscuits into the oven for about 15 to 16 minutes. this pan, we're going to make our mashed potatoes. Everybody know how to make mashed potatoes, so I ain't got to show you. So this is what we're going to do. Good thing I checked that it had some milk, because husband be drinking some milk. So we're just going to make our mashed potatoes, salt, pepper, and some milk and butter, and mash them with the wire whip. Okay, our vegetables done. I got a little olive oil in the sink. I mean, not in the sink, in the skillet. We're going to throw our little onions in there and just saute them. One whole onion. That's all we need to do. Throw a little onion powder on there, a little parsley on there, whatever seasons you want. Some pepper. Whatever seasons you prefer. Okay, so we got the onions done. Okay, the biscuits going off now. Let's see if they're done. If the biscuits are done. Timer going off, but they're not done. Okay, we're just going to brown these a little more. And then we'll be ready to plate up our plate as soon as the biscuits up. Okay, here we go. Honey butter biscuits with Swiss steak and mashed potatoes with sauteed onions and mixed vegetables and butter. Well, it's really cube steak, but you can call it Swiss steak. Swiss steak, mashed potatoes and gravy, homemade mashed potatoes, mixed vegetables, and honey biscuits, buttered biscuits. Oh, y'all, I just gotta, wait a minute. I just got to, you know what? Let's go ahead with this gravy. I got to slop this in the gravy. This biscuit. Y'all, and homemade gravy of talking loud and saying nothing. Y'all, I can taste the honey and the biscuit. Y'all. Okay, I had to throw that fork again, y'all. I did it again. Oh my goodness. Y'all. Here we go. Swiss steak, mashed potatoes, mixed vegetable, and honey biscuits. Y'all have a blessed day. See y'all later. It's been real. Y'all better ask somebody.